Hello guys, welcome to Boxing Block Center, the home of Nigerian African boxing. And please, if you're new to this channel, make sure you click the like and of course the subscriber right now. And please, if you're new to this channel, make sure you support the channel, subscribe, please. Let's get straight to it right here with hesitation. We all know that tonight Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder will be fighting Robert Elenius. You know, his return after the second loss to Tyson, the Gypsy Queen Fury, and I'm very much looking towards it. So, it was reported that Anthony Joshua is also Otto Wallin could be next. You know, I talked about this the other day, but sadly, my mic, something happened with something was wrong with my mic. I don't know. It's not my mic, but the system. The people couldn't hear me. They could only hear the background. The song on the background and the music background. It was very, kind of, I didn't know that because people didn't tell me about it until later today. Someone wrote me today, one of our brothers that support the channel, saying, BBC, what's going on? We can't hear you. This is the second time it's like that. I'm like, wow, really? I thought you guys could hear me, but nobody said anything. So I'm sorry for that. We're gonna go through that again. And by the way, happy birthday to the former unified world king of the University, Joshua. It's come a long way, man. We have to give Joshua credit because the way he's been treated recently has been very much unfair, because like he's wanting to not rate a fighter, to say, hey, this fighter is this, is that, is not doing the right thing he's supposed to do, and stuff like that. Oh, he's media trained, but it's another thing to not give the guy his due credit, because we all know he brought the heavyweight division back, in terms of finance. When we talk about division, heavyweight division right now, we're talking about money, real money. There was no real money in the heavyweight division after the likes of Mike Tyson, Riddick Bowe, even Holyfield retired. Even Lennox Lewis was not a money man. Mike Tyson was the cash cow back then. Let's keep it right. He was the cash cow. And after he retired, everything just kind of like it became everything started downgrading in a way. Like like there was a retrogress, in the division, and then the Klitschko brothers came in and they dominated the division for a very long time before Fury got in. When Fury got in, he won the belt. What happened was Fury, after winning the belt, got tested positive for a banned substance. They tested positive for a banned substance and used mental health as a cover up. We all know that, bro. A lot of people wouldn't even mention it. They will always lie about it, but we all know that is the case. Okay, so according to the promoter of Otto Wallin, at the end of Metro Boxing, contacted them, sent them a message or stuff like that, an offer to fight at the Joshua this December, and they accepted, and they are waiting for Eddie Hearn's response, because at that time, when Fury was misbehaving, Team Joshua had to start looking for alternatives. You know what I mean? Otto Wallin remains the only guy to bust Fury up. He can to open Fury's face up. Prior to that, nobody had ever done this to Tyson Fury. And you're looking at this right here. Well, look at the guy's face. I believe that this fight was, I think he should have lost this fight. I think he should have lost the fight. Imagine if Otto Wallin was the guy, bleeding up, stuff like that, like this. This fight, the fight would have been stopped easily. Would have been stopped easily. There will be no outrage, stuff like that. But the fight wasn't stopped, and Fury put himself on the line. Of course, he showed heart, but what if something more nasty happened that day? Then Ben Davison, his trainer right here, a former trainer, would have been blamed. Would be blamed by his dad and stuff like that, by everybody, and it's what a part of being a warrior, I guess. So December, a clash between Anthony Joshua and Otto Wallin will be exciting. Keep in mind, Otto Wallin and Joshua have met twice before in the amateurs. Okay, they met in the amateurs. Joshua beat him twice. Okay, this Otto Wallin you see right now, Joshua beat him twice. It was an easy win for Joshua. But this same guy gave Fury hell. That's why Fury doesn't want to fight him. The thing about Otto Wallin is that he's a very tricky guy. He's a tricky southpaw. He can beat anybody. He's a very tricky southpaw, good boxer. Is what you would call a B-Tech Usyk. A B-Tech Usyk. He's not, A level, you know what I mean? Like A level, like Usyk is. His footwork can't be compared with Usyk's footwork. But he's a threat. If you cannot knock him out, you have to try outbox him. But if you can't outbox him, then you're done. His ring IQ is extremely high. But I believe this fight will be very good. It will be good for boxing. I don't want to see Joshua put holes in some of those guys that criticize him. Although Otto Wallin, I've never heard him criticize Joshua, but he's a promoter. I've criticized Joshua before, but I've never heard him. The guy is very humble though. Otto Wallin is very humble guy. But Andrew Jr. was a humble guy as well until Joshua made him a millionaire. And what happened afterwards, he's now Team Fury now. So pathetic, man. Sometimes you just have to look at all these guys and you just laugh your ass off, you know what I mean? So none of those things. But I believe that this will be great fight, exciting, and it will be fantastic. It will be fantastic if of course the fight happens. How many of you guys would love to see this fight? Otto Wallin, Joshua. How many of you guys would love to see it? I think it will be like Otto Wallin Joshua is better than Fury Chisora. That's facts. Fight right there. That's Joshua going back to fighting good contenders, So before we get to the water one, let's go straight to the water. Let's go straight to Water's current weight. Skinny Water is back. Skinny Water is back. Okay. Water weighed in 23.5 pounds lighter than he was for the Tyson Fury trilogy fight. If you guys remember, Water came in around 214.5 pounds. Elenius 253.5. Bro, Elenius weighing that much. He's already an advantage. You can tell this is natural. Like he does a message. Him saying like, Water, I'm the heavyweight right here. You are the cruiserweight, stuff like that. But the thing is that I don't know if Elenius can push Water the same way Fury did. Elenius is not Tyson Fury. He's not as slick as Fury. He doesn't fight dirty. Okay, if he fought dirty, I would say yeah. Yeah, he will be like be successful, but he does not fight dirty. That's a fact. You know what I mean? Elenius is a clean fighter. He's got hands. He was tipped to be the next Vladimir Klitschko. Back then, I remember him fighting Chisora in the match Chisora fought. It was a war, okay, a big war. And what happened was, well, in my opinion, I think Chisora won that fight, but because of the home advantage, Elenius got the decision. In this case, Wilder is not coming for decision. Wilder is coming to destroy. And I think Elenius has to be ready. Has to be he has to be super ready, because this is not going to be an easy fight. And Wilder, on the other hand, the lighter he gets, the more, the lighter he is, the more dangerous, he is. And because then he can conserve his energy, because in the Fury last fight, we all know what happened. Like, he gassed out in 2 rounds. I guess now it will be different, because it's just 214. Wilder is literally the guy can make cruiserweight. He can make cruiserweight. That's how interesting it is. So it's kind of interesting to see how everything is playing out. What do you got? What are you guys are prediction for this fight? Some people are saying that Wilder via knockout. I'm saying Wilder knocks him out in the first round. Yeah, I expect a quick knockout. Quick knockout, man. I expect it. But as a boxing fan, and I had to go do my research, because it's one thing to look at Elenius' last fight and say, or last fights and say, come on, this guy's easy work for Wilder. But something has changed in Elenius. He's always been tipped to be a world champion or contender, or heavy contender, but he didn't really fulfill his potential. In the Chisora fight, I was not impressed. Dillian White fight, it was very negative, stuff like negative. But that win over Adam Konaki, it really changed his mindset. And this is not going to be an easy fight. Wilder and Elenius, they sparred many times. Wilder is former sparring partner of Wilder. So Wilder knows Elenius, Even though Wilder might have the equalizer, the right hand, I think he should be wary of Elenius combinations and Elenius aggressiveness. Elenius can be aggressive, and when he is, he's dangerous. Let's keep it right, he's dangerous when he's aggressive. So that will be a good fight, a great fight that I can't wait to watch. Big ups to my brother, gentleman's game. They say I quote, Otto Wallin beat Fury, which he did then, but he wasn't giving it. The fight should have been stopped. Quite right. Wallin is very good. Wallin is very good. Best of the best. Wilder said he's not interested in fighting Ruiz, but he's fighting Linus. Well, the Ruiz one, I don't think he should fight Ruiz. I think it's like compulsory to fight Andy Ruiz Jr. Andy Ruiz Jr.'s stock has dropped. Okay, of course, it still will be a good fight, but we all know Andy Ruiz Jr., bro. He has to work his way up. And some might say, well, what about the the WBC eliminator, stuff like that. But doesn't really matter. Andy Ruiz Jr. is just sipping for everyone. The guy knows that he's lost his mojo. when he beat Joshua, instead of him to be humble, started misbehaving and saying he's gonna beat Joshua again and stuff like that. Even Alexander Usyk that beat Joshua the first time, he wasn't he was still very much wary of Joshua as a fighter because he knows Joshua is very dangerous. You know, even though he did beat Joshua the second time, but I think still the referee did something, corny there. But he's still not cocky or something. Right? Ruiz Jr. was so cocky when the beat Joshua he was talking all sort of crap and stuff. Thinking he would move mountains. Well, what happened was that did not happen. Okay, what happened was he got beat by Joshua. Not just beating him, but Joshua outboxed him. And what happened was his next fights became lackluster. The guy he got found out. He got dropped by old washed up Chris Arreola. Let's keep it right here. If Joshua were to say that he's fighting Arreola, don't you think people will laugh? Like, come on. So that's like not good enough. But it's gonna be interesting though. I can't wait. Now, there's a fight going right here. We know that tonight is the Clarissa Shields Savannah Mature fight, and also Alicia Baumgardner against Michaela Maya. I'm also gonna be watching that and covering that as well. So it's gonna be very interesting. Yeah, you're right, bro. I said Ruiz looked like shot against Ruiz looked like shot. You mean look shot against Ortiz? Yeah, it was like very. He didn't believe it, right? I don't think he believed it. He didn't believe he was gonna be like that. So it's one of those things you just look at and appreciate Joshua for though. You know what I mean? So, water tonight. For those of you guys who want to join me later tonight, make sure to join me. And if you have no means, let me repeat again: if you have no means of watching this fight or watching the Wilder Elenius fight, just DM me on Instagram. Right here. Right. DM me on Instagram at Lord Rail. Wait, I don't know my username anymore. I really use it like that. Let me see. DM me at Lord _ Rail. Lord _ Rail, yeah. Or you can just type Raymond Ogbaide. That's all. You find me there. So I can help you guys out. A lot of you guys want to watch the Water Alenius fight. I know that. So if you can watch it, let me know. Big ups to you guys for always supporting the channel. I appreciate you and talk to you soon, bro. Big ups to my brother Tajabwe. And we'll get back to you very soon. Stay tuned, guys. God bless you.
Came a long way from fucking up the K and that bitch getting sprayed. I swear to God, ain't nobody getting grazed. A nigga tried this shit back in the day. I seen it stupid as a year ago. On my mom. Boy, we made that boy late.